All right, Matt, thank you so much. Now let's take a closer look at the coronavirus situation here on your Tuesday. All eyes are really now on the governor this week to see when Indiana will start to reopen businesses. So really across the country, we've seen a handful of states that have been relaxing their restrictions. In some cases, people have just started ignoring those stay-at-home orders. And a new study suggests more Americans are spending less time at home, and that's despite nearly 1 million confirmed COVID-19 cases in the country.
Patients are still sick, they're still dying, and if we reopen too quickly, everything is just going to spike again.
Good afternoon.
Governor Holcomb didn't give us any new guidance or a specific date for when Indiana could begin reopening. Now, this current stay-at-home order is set to expire on Friday, but we're waiting to see if there will be another extension.
And there have been several COVID-19 outbreaks detected in many prisons across the country. Now, corrections departments are struggling to find ways to keep guards and prisoners safe.
Yes, they committed a crime, but they shouldn't have to die.
I hear men almost crying. That's how scared they are.
In Ohio, the state has conducted what it calls mass testing inside some of its facilities. Some protesters have called for the release of 20,000 prisoners whose immune systems are compromised. So far, more than 800 have been freed, and there are increasing fears over the nation's food supply right now because of coronavirus. The head of Tyson Foods is warning that the food supply chain is breaking. Meat processing plants across the country are being hit by outbreaks and are forced to shut down. Tyson says millions of pounds of meat will disappear from store shelves until its plants can reopen safely. And California's governor is doubling down on regulations after some beaches there were overrun with people over the weekend. Governor Gavin Newsom criticized people who defied the state's stay-at-home order and went to the beaches this past weekend, saying that ignoring restrictions could prolong the spread.
And more help's on the way for Hoosiers who are struggling to make ends meet. State leaders have announced an expansion of those SNAP benefits and services. So starting on Friday, families with a child who receives free or reduced school lunches will receive those extra benefits. You do not have to do anything to get this. You'll actually automatically receive an EBT card or have money added to your current EBT account. Also starting Friday, SNAP recipients can have groceries and food delivered to their home. And actually starting this week, Indiana is getting a shipment weekly of 125,000 FEMA meals to help Hoosiers in need.
And a COVID-19 testing site in Vigo County is now being shut down because of concerns. The prosecutor there says the health department received several calls questioning the site's legitimacy. People based out of Crawfordsville set up the testing site in TERRE, HOUTE. They were giving 15-minute COVID-19 antibody tests using a finger stick test, and they were charging people $75 apiece. The health commissioner says this method is not FDA approved.
Results from serology testing done this way by finger stick is not FDA approved. It's under investigation only in tertiary care centers that are under investigation in actual roles. So the impact of making decisions based on this type of testing it's irresponsible and can be quite dangerous.
The prosecutor is investigating the case, but so far no charges have been filed.
And a Brownsburg firefighter is making a long-awaited return home after spending weeks in the hospital fighting COVID-19. Kevin Byron started breathing on his own after 2 pretty agonizing weeks of being on a ventilator and multiple organs failing on him. Now, a week later, Kevin's officially going home and was given a very special send-off by the hospital staff. The Brownsburg Fire Territory says he still has a long road ahead of him, but this was a big first step in his recovery. It's wonderful to see, Chuck, that you can